Welcome to Monday Night Meat and Potatoes, the podcast where three guys with big opinions and even bigger appetites go head-to-head on all things food, movies, sports, and whatever else gets us fired up. We blind taste test the best and worst colas, barbecue sauces, peanut butters, and those weird pickle-flavored snacks you see at the store but never dare to try. We rank them, we review them, and sometimes even surprise ourselves. Because trust us, we did not expect Casey Masterpiece to take the crown. It's not just food. We're talking movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever madness is going on in the world. One thing's for damn sure. We're loud, we're funny, and we're not afraid to tell it like it is. Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Now, here are your hosts, James, Fridge, and Tommy.
It's a Monday night again. Would you look at that? Happy Monday, everyone.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, we're on a food podcast, but I have been deathly ill from foodborne illness since last podcast. I think I started eating solid food and being able to keep it down yesterday. So, a week of giving my toilet its biggest workout yet. So, that was super fun. It's hot out here.
Yeah.
It's 90-something degrees. I don't know what it is right now, but it's humid, too.
Yeah, I think it's like high 80s, but it feels like it's like 95 right now.
Yeah. Gotta have that fan. What do you guys keep your air conditioner at when you're at home?
72 to 74.
You like a hellscape.
I was going to say, that's warm.
Yeah, but where I sit, my thermostat's on the other side of the house. So it's probably 68 to 70
Okay.
where I'm at.
That makes zero sense to me, but okay.
I was going to say, I don't know how that works.
It's usually
but
the opposite. It's usually warmer where you are than where the thermostat is.
Yeah, but my furnace is on that side of the house. So it's the coldest room in the house.
I asked about air conditioning, not furnace.
It's all connected.
Is it?
Dumbass.
Do you know what connects us before the internet? Modern plumbing, where I deposited a lot of liquid this week. Tommy, what do you keep your AC at?
Anywhere between about 68 to 70, right around there.
68, 69, where I keep it typically. During the day, I might go up to like 72, but I need to sleep cold.
Yep.
So here's the question. You keep it at 72 to 74, which is disgusting. What do you keep your heat at in the winter? Because I guarantee if you kept it at 72 to 74, you'd be dying.
My furnace in the winter is at 70 to 72. Always.
So it makes zero sense. It's a 2-degree swing.
But like I said, because the
you're
air
wrong.
blows, the main portion of my air is coming out in that side of the house. So it's always cooler on that side.
I don't believe you. I'm just leaving it at that. You know what you could always do to just guarantee you have a comfort zone is get one of the thermostat connected sensors.
I don't need one.
Right now, I'm checking my Nest. It's set to 68 right now, but it's 72 in the house.
Yeah. Well, you have shitty AC or insulation then.
It's a mobile home or whatever you want to call it, so probably, yeah.
I don't know. I brag about it all the time, but it's not like it's my doing or I didn't invent it. But even during these 90-degree days, my house never gets above where I have my thermostat set. If it does, it's a 100-degree day. So keep it at 68. It stays at 68 all day. My electric bill doesn't like it, but you know, what are you gonna do about it? Also, I needed that cool air this week. Again, I'm gonna reference a lot of my diarrhea this week. So I almost texted you guys after our last podcast to see if anyone else got sick, because I was like, is it the fucking Dairy Queen or Culver's or something like that? But the only thing I can imagine is the only other thing I ate before we did our podcast last week is the new Chinese restaurant at Macomb Mall. And I personally love mall Chinese, or at least I used to, where they, $7 will get you 9 pounds of food. First of all, it wasn't good.
So you had some bad cat.
Yeah, probably. But I still am not 100%, but I'm at least not running to the bathroom every 6 minutes. But I got General Tso's chicken and sweet and sour chicken with, I think I did fried rice. Wasn't good, wasn't worth it. And they gave one of the mini containers rather than the big ones, so like it was all around just a pun intended shitty experience. I can't. I'm not trying to bash them, but like I didn't eat anything else. Viral gastroenteritis, does not last over a week, so it had to be a foodborne illness, and that's unfortunate. So
yeah, I was fine.
I had no issues.
Yeah, I was good all week.
Yeah, I mean, I started feeling sick like at a couple hours after we did that. So usually food poisoning takes a little bit longer.
Yeah, a few hours. Yeah.
So I like I said, I gotta guess it was that. I missed a couple days of work because of it. I almost went to the hospital. At some points, I was dizzy because of dehydration. It was an insane week. Anyway, enough about my illness.
So I seen something on social media. It was a picture that said,
Was it Trump's social media?
"Oh no,
Are you a part of that one? The Red Wave or whatever? I don't know what it's called.
I think it's called Truth Social, but no, I'm not part of that."
You seem like the type.
No, actually, I'm not. But it was a picture, and it said, "Put your favorite Detroit meal together," and it has a row of each, like a entree, a side, and a dessert. So my question to you is, this is what the entrees are, and I know you, so I know one is already going to be X'd out. So the entrees are a Detroit-style pizza. Now, this can be from anywhere. I want to preface that, so it's not. This has to be from Buddy's or whatever. So a Detroit-style pizza, a slider, or a coney dog. That is your entree.
How is Detroit, though, a slider specific city?
Well, now, I understand that, but I will say when I lived in... Yeah, if you can turn that down a little bit. My mic is really... Thank you. I appreciate that. I lived in right outside of Philly for a couple of years. When I was craving a slider, there was no places around. The closest was a White Castle, and I felt like Harold and Kumar having to travel 30, 40 miles to go to New Jersey to get White Castles. So, or White Castle, not White Castles.
Funny thing is, that was my dinner tonight.
Yeah.
White
so
Castle.
I think
That's what that smell is.
So that might be why it is more well known. It might be a Midwest thing, but that was what the entree is.
Yeah, I don't consider that a Detroit staple, but okay.
I'm just saying that might be where they're coming from.
And then I'm just gonna, for those of you playing along at home, Jet's Pizza is not Detroit style pizza; it's Sicilian style pizza. So I'm gonna be pretentious about that.
I think it's just because isn't Detroit style is the sauce on top, correct?
Correct. That's one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
So I'm so sick of people saying Jets is Detroit style. It came from Detroit. Doesn't mean it's Detroit style. Mm-hmm. That's like saying something from here versus the style of here.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going with a coney dog right off the bat. It's got to be a natural casing coney dog, and I'd Frankenstein the coney dog if I could, because believe it or not, I do love National Coney Island's coney sauce. Their hot dog sucks though.
It doesn't have that bite.
Yeah, I need a Kogels, whatever you want to call it. That style hot dog. So give me a Lafayette dog with a National Coney Island sauce, and I'm a happy
I was just about
boy.
to ask you if that was the two, American or Lafayette. Where were you going? And I would say Lafayette.
Lafayette's the better Coney. Everything else is better in American though. But if you're from here and you follow the local news, it's because of the rat droppings that makes Lafayette better. So I think they've been busted twice in the past few years.
Yeah, and just recently, in the past 6 weeks or so?
Yeah, but you know what? You have a Detroit restaurant with a basement. You're gonna have rats.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find me a Detroit restaurant that isn't a brand new build, if it's over 30 years, you have rats getting in your building somehow. It's Detroit. It's a big city. It's gonna happen. It's my opinion. I'd worry less about rats and more about roaches, to be honest with you.
Supposedly, they got the rat situation all under control now.
Yeah, they fix their traps so they can make rat burgers or rat dogs. Those hot dogs are just rat tails because that's how big the fucking Detroit style rats are. So, Coney dog for me.
Coney dog for you?
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Okay.
He hates to agree with me.
Oh, I hate agreeing. The problem is him and I eat so much the same.
Yeah.
That a lot of our choices are the same.
Are going to be the same?
Are you saying if I continue to eat like this, I'll talk like this one day?
If you become a man someday, yes.
That's not a man. You sound like a fucking Medusa.
Okay.
I think I would lean towards the sliders, but that's personally me.
That's because that's the first thing you ate after gastric.
Going back to that is, I asked my mom about that, and she's like, no, and I would not even allow that. Because she was like...
and I don't mean this offensively, but back then, it would not have surprised me.
No.
But I'm trying to remember who told me that for the first time. And this is a long shot. Were you with your ex back then?
Yes.
I feel like it was the J name.
No. We had just broke up.
I feel like it was her that told me.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Now, I will tell you this. There was a time I did go into the hospital, and I had not ate, and I was in the emergency room, and I had been in the emergency room for roughly 8 or 9 hours, and I said, can I get something to eat? And they're like, not until you see the doctor. And I'm like, okay. And 8-9 hours later, they ended up admitting me, and it was 1 a.m. And then I said, okay, I need to eat. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Now you're on the heart healthy because you're overweight, and the kitchen is closed. We can't serve you. And I said, let me tell you something right now. You will get me something to eat. Didn't eat before I've been here. I got here. I've been here now almost 10 to 11 hours. Have not ate. There is a White Castle and a McDonald's right next to this. Do not make me go and order delivery. I'll have it delivered here. Now, that did happen.
Tommy hungry.
It was
Tommy want wingy.
That did happen, and they ended up magically finally found me something to eat. Now, that did happen. Now, if that was what wires crossed, that the White Castle, me being in the hospital, but that had nothing to do with gastric.
That could be, but
I'm just saying, yeah.
If it was, it took me hours to get admitted and I haven't eaten that day, I'm like, you better bring me 10 fucking Jellos. I mean, we talked about Jello.
Yeah.
I can make a meal out of Jello. I like Jello.
They did that with Denise when she was in there, when she broke her 2 arms. So we had McDonald's brought up.
Yeah. So that might have been it. As far as the pizza, I love pizza, but I mean, I don't have to have Detroit style. Pizza to me is pizza. I could have round. So that's why I lean slider. As far as your appetizer, we have corned beef egg rolls, better made potato chips, or Botana. Are you guys familiar with what Botana is? It's basically nachos, but they had chorizo and avocado. It's fully loaded. It's basically fully loaded.
Again, why Detroit?
Because I looked this up because I thought the same thing. It was created in Detroit in the 70s by a cook. I actually looked up and I can cite it. It is Armando Gallon was the creator of the Botana. And it adds tomatoes, jalapenos, with Munster cheese.
It's I guess okay, it was invented in Detroit, but is it a Detroit
staple?
It's not a food you think of when you think of the city.
No, honestly, no. But yeah, was created in Detroit, and it is a big deal, I guess, in Detroit. I've never had it.
I have.
And now the corned beef egg rolls, I guess, is Fofo's is the place in Detroit, is like where they're really big. It's FOFO.
I've had really good corned beef egg rolls. I'm going to go with that. But at the same time, if I'm combining it with a Detroit Coney, I'd rather have the chips. It makes a better meal for me. I'm torn. To pair with my Coney, I'm going with chips. If I'm picking just out of the three each time, I'm going with the corned beef egg rolls.
Now, see, I thought the same exact way. And you know what? I'll let you go first. But I kind of cutting you off, so go ahead.
Actually, let's talk about something. No, I'm just fucking.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm going with James.
Yeah.
I'm going to go the egg rolls. It definitely wouldn't be better made because I can't stand them.
Okay.
Not everyone's right. I will do a quick side note here. You know what? Just I'm gonna bookmark it because it could open up a whole conversation. So let's finish this first.
Okay. Me, far as out of the three, I would like to do the Botana one because I haven't had it, and if that is a Detroit staple, I'd like to try it. But pairing with a slider, I can't see doing a slider and the Botana, so it would be the better made chips. That was my line of thinking.
I was also going to say, you're picking your perfect Detroit-style meal with something you haven't had.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so I just know I like nachos, and then adding chorizo and jalapenos and Munster cheese on top of that sounded really good. But
luckily, I'm not one that feels I have to have, because I'm having this, I have to have this.
Yeah.
I can mix my shit up. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
So, would I really pair the egg roll? No.
No.
Shelby and I, before we went on our diet and our weight loss drugs and blah, 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 we did what I'm sure every person has thought of doing before you start a strict diet. We went to 7 different restaurants and made a smorgasbord. 1 item from each and split everything. So, I don't need to have items that pair, but that was definitely a fun experience.
Well, I kind of did that as before I had my gastric. I went to a restaurant, one of the restaurants I like, and got a good meal, and then went out to a fast food restaurant I liked before. I can't even remember where I went, but I'm like, you know what?
Taco Bell and Ranch?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then for our dessert round, you guys even have any ideas what they probably picked for dessert?
I mean, Superman's got to be on there, or Blue Moon.
Superman is one of them.
Love it.
Other Detroit staple or Detroit known desserts, though, that is where because I've been thinking about it since he said it.
Yeah.
Because other than the ice cream, it's hard for me to come up with anything else. Would again, it's Detroit Hamtramck. Would a Punchki be on there?
Yes, that's the next one.
So I'm there. I'm 2/3.
What about a bumpy cake?
And that's the third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all three: bumpy cake, Punchki, and Superman ice cream.
My dad will know exactly what one I'm picking. Tommy, what would I pick?
Probably, I'm gonna go the Superman ice cream.
Nope.
Really, because I know we talked about Punchkis when it hit, and you went to Tringali's.
Yep.
But I thought you weren't the biggest fan of them.
Not that I wasn't the biggest fan. It's like my second or third year of ever having them.
Okay, okay. So then it's probably a bumpy cake then.
It is 100%. It is, without a doubt, my favorite cake in the world. It has to be Sanders.
That's what they were quoting was
frozen or not frozen.
In between.
I like to have it frozen.
As it's starting to
I like
cool
it
down.
when the frosting and the buttercream
The buttercream
frosting is still frozen like ice cream,
yeah.
but the cake is thawed. It is so you can get them from Kroger, and by the way, they're asinine on price now. But you set it out on the counter and it says leave it out there for an hour. An hour's too much. 35,
I was going to say about
minutes.
20, 30 minutes and you're good to go.
Then it's golden. And then if I wasn't on my GLP-1 medication or coming off of sickness, if you put a sheet cake of bumpy cake in front of me, I could eat half of that on my own.
I don't even like chocolate, but I will eat a bumpy cake.
You don't like chocolate cake.
I don't like chocolate cake.
But it's not chocolate cake. It's devil food cake.
It's still chocolatey.
It's
chocolate frosting, chocolate cake. You can say whatever you want, but it is one of the few things that I will eat that is a chocolate cake.
Yeah.
In fact, I can't think of another one that I eat. I mean, I'm not even a fan of, like, what were those, ding dongs and ho-hos,
which is also a
and all
devil's food cake.
I just don't do them because they're chocolatey. I'll eat a candy bar.
I don't like ding dongs or king dons, whatever one you want to call it. I don't like ho-ohs, but give me a Suzy Q. I'll eat a Suzy Q. It's actually funny because
and those cold are good too.
I was going to bring up Hostess cakes today, so
Okay,
it's kind of funny.
I think the only reason that most people like the Suzy Q is because of the frosting that's in the middle.
Yeah, but again, it's the same frosting that you find in 9 other Hostess cakes.
I know, but I'm still just not a fan of chocolatey cake.
I'll tell you one Hostess cake that is just trash, and the joke is right there in Zombieland.
Twinkie.
The snowball.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they find a Hostess truck.
Yeah.
And Woody Harrelson, they open the truck. He's like, snowballs! Snowballs! And then, Jesse Eisenberg's character comes. He's like, I like snowballs. And he's starting to eat them. He's like, I hate coconut. Not the taste, consistency. And I'm like, that's fucking my guy right there. Because I don't dislike coconut flavor or smell, but I can't stand coconut shaving texture. Fucking hate it. So, like, you can give me one of my favorite desserts of all time is a Hawaiian cake. But then they throw the fucking coconut on. I have to scrape it off and lose half my whipped cream.
And here you were talking about chocolate cake. I'm not a big.
Well, hold on.
I slurred it. I didn't know if you guys were gonna catch it. I just kept on talking to see if you guys would stop
gotta
me.
know James is never letting something like that go.
You sound like the woman
chocolate cake.
You sound like the fucking woman from Deuce Bigelow. You just made a mistake. They should make votes for full-figured women. Chocolate cake. Anyway, go ahead.
But I love German chocolate cake.
See, and that has coconut in it.
I know, that's why I was.
Also, one of the hilarious things. So my stepdad, based in Germany. My brother's actually an army brat, born in Wiesbaden, Germany. He met a German whore when he was over there in the army. And for some reason, while in Germany, the German whore made him German chocolate cake, and he fell in love with it, and it's his favorite cake now. And I'm like, you realize just because she made it in Germany it's not German in the sense of nationality. It's German because the guy in Texas invented it. His last name was German.
See, I know your brother is Raptor Rex.
Yeah. Raptor Rex. God. Oh, my God. Quick caveat. I'm going to send him this episode because he probably doesn't even know I'm on a fucking podcast. But me, Rick, and Tommy played Destiny for a very long time. Like, every fucking day after work, we would play Destiny. And he somehow had his account hacked on PlayStation. He made a new one. He's like, I sent you guys a friend request on my new account. And it just dings, and it comes up on my screen, and we're all talking on fucking voice chat or whatever. And I just start dying. I'm like, Raptor Rex! Your name is fucking Raptor Rex! You're a 36-year-old man named Raptor Rex. So
it was hilarious.
I guess I know what I'm snipping for our social media that I'm sending to him.
Raptor Rex.
Oh, man. Speaking of, I talked to him recently. He's in Florida. They're about to move again.
Really?
Yeah, it's like their 5th move in like 10 years for the military. That shit's crazy. They had a choice of deployment or move again. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'd rather move. But
yeah.
Damn. Because he's
a paratrooper, right?
He's a helicopter mechanic. He was.
Okay.
But he's married to an officer in the Air Force. But, he went from, I want to say he was in Colorado, then he went to Alaska, then he went to North Dakota, then he went to Guam, now he's in Florida, and now he's moving again. But I think they're going to California where her family's from, and I think that'll be their final stop. But damn, that sucks. Good for them. I mean, she's going to be 45 years old and retired with a full pension, after putting 20 years in the Air Force. And he's, I'm not putting his business out there, but I believe he's getting military benefits from disability. So I think they'll be pretty well off once they get out. So be nice to retire at 45.
Yeah.
I don't ever think about this shit because, how often do you talk about your stepbrother from Florida? But when he met his wife on Tinder, I believe. Which, no problem. That's fine. It was like, he's like, I downloaded the app and it was the first swipe and it matched. And, like, he got married. Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
But he was at Scott's house, because I lived with Scott at the time and we were going golfing or something like that. Or maybe he was staying there for a week because he was home from the military. And he's texting her and he's telling me about how big of a Harry Potter fan she is. So I start giving him Harry Potter sexy pickup lines. Like, I want to open your chamber of secrets. And he's sending them all. And she's blushing and laughing and responding. And I'm like, your Tinder girlfriend likes me more than you. Like, I'm basically sexting her through you. So
that's hilarious.
Anyway, I digress. Chocolate cake.
You going with the chocolate cake?
Sanders bumpy cake all day.
Yeah.
And you know what? Pair it with a scoop of Superman ice cream. And I'm fucking golden.
Let's see. It was Superman, Bumpy, and what else was it?
A punchki.
Solo, I think they're called a punchek.
I think I would go Superman.
Depending on the weather, it would probably be, like right now, Superman.
But the cake can be frozen.
Yeah.
The only reason it wouldn't be my number one is because it's still chocolate. I mean,
I do love a punchki though. Like
punchkis, depending on where you get them.
Yeah.
I mean,
my last
some are nothing more than a goddamn donut. I mean, they're all a donut, but I mean, some of them just taste like, you went to Kroger and bought a donut off the shelf and they just piped something in it.
This past February, man, they're really good. The place I went, but they were just getting so expensive. I think when
That's
I texted
what we talked about.
Yeah, it was like a dozen for like $40-some. I'm like, good God.
Yeah, and Tringales, which, they're pretty damn good. I don't have much experience with them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had them for several years now. Tringales pretty good.
They're not bad.
And
they're not bad.
$27 for a dozen, or 32 if you get the, because here at Tringales they have the classics, and then they have the Italian style, which is, they can say whatever they want. All it is a different filling than a traditional punchki. But, they have, and the one that is absolutely the best is the Bavarian cream.
Mm-hmm.
And they have they have a chocolate Bavarian cream, which is fucking amazing. I'm not huge, so I like a jelly donut, like a true jelly donut.
Yeah.
The fruit-filled punchkis, they usually put too much of the fruit filling, in my opinion. But
I can get down on an apple filling one though.
Apple's okay. I don't like the lemon. I had the misfortune of having a prune one, which I think is the classic, like, original flavor. And I don't dislike prunes. It's just it didn't go well.
If I'm going with the fruit, it would be apple.
Yeah,
that'd be number one.
I'd go apple.
But Bavarian is definitely number one overall.
I mean, I could scoop Bavarian filling out of a bowl and eat it. So, yeah.
And then once again, now if I'm having a Bavarian, I chill mine. I like it cold.
And see, if you get them straight from the bakery when they do it, they're in a cooler, so they're already cold. And I don't know if it's, again, because I don't know much about fucking getting punchkis, but mine, when I get them, if you don't eat them within 2 days, they're rock hard and bad.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's pretty common, but I mean, they're supposed to be eating them one day because you're filling up with fat for Fat Tuesday. But yeah, a donut, you can get a donut and it'll survive 3, 4, 5 days. Those, if it's like a day and a half and you're done.
I don't think anything as far as punchki goes. Have either of you ever got them like down from Hamtramck?
No, because I've never been. I know I'm fat, but I've never been that fat where I've wanted to stand in line for 3 hours for a donut.
My official
There's a reason for it, though.
My official first one was from there. Someone brought me to work, and after it was when I was like 31, 32, whatever, a few years ago when I had my first one. It was just, at that point, I never had one, and I was like, it's just a challenge now to never have one. And then all of a sudden, I see them, and there's just, it
just looked good.
It was like a fucking nipple poking out the dress of a hot woman, just tempting me, because I just saw that little nipple of cream, of Bavarian cream, sticking out the hole of the donut, and I'm like, I haven't eaten and that looks good.
Yeah.
And I probably looked like a fucking dog when you're eating in front of them and they're just drooling. Yeah, it's just, I need to lick that nipple.
And I was just going to say that. I guarantee you licked that little nipple before you
fuck
bit
yeah.
into the donut,
Yeah.
didn't you? You know it.
And the one thing about the Hamtramck one that I had, and I don't remember where it was from, because there's a few shops down there that do it, but it was twice the size of anywhere else I've seen.
Yes.
That is the main thing about them, and they're going to cost you the same.
They are so much better. I don't know what truly makes them better, but just the taste is, even the texture I think is different.
I think taste, texture, and all that is probably akin to the fact that they're bigger, and because the cooking times, the
You guys
temperature,
are
all
gonna
that.
talk me into going down there one year.
Hey, I mean, if you just pre-order them, a lot of them you can just go there and grab them.
Okay.
But definitely try Tringali's too. And by the way, you don't have to wait for Fat Tuesday. Tringali's does make punchkis year round.
Okay.
And while you're there, make sure you get a cannoli because they are the best cannoli I've ever had in my entire life.
That is, Becca gets down on cannolis.
They are the best cannoli, and they sell cannoli dip. So you can get a kit. It's basically cannoli shell broken up as chips. So it's like chips and dip.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
it's fucking amazing.
I was craving a sub a couple of weeks ago, and so we went down to
Went to Miglio's.
yeah, and they had a cannoli, and we tried it. It was pretty good.
I actually came across a TikTok maybe 2 or 3 days ago when I was bedridden because I doom scrolled for a long time, and I came across at least 2 different things about people looking for or suggesting the best Italian sub in Metro Detroit. Tringali's is always on the list. So,
I've never tried theirs yet.
well, maybe you should shut the fuck up and go get one. You live,
Podcast is over. Let's go.
you live 2 miles away from it, and you've lived there for 25 years. 26 years.
26 years, yeah.
1999, right?
But then again, I live right around the corner from Donut Castle that everybody raves about.
Best breakfast sandwich I've ever had.
And I've never set foot in the place.
Well, I lived right across the street from there, so I grabbed that sandwich a lot.
I could walk there in a minute and a half, and I've still never been there
The fuck
in
you
26
can.
years.
It takes you a minute and a half to get from the fucking truck to the driveway, and that's just stepping out 2 steps.
And he wonders why he's not in the will.
For reference, Donut Castle is at least 3/4 of a mile of a walk from my dad's house. And
I
he
don't
said-
think it's that far. Maybe a half mile.
I'm gonna bet you it's 3/4 of a mile.
I've walked to 7-Eleven to get Slurpees, and that's farther.
When you were 20 years younger,
Which point?
you're 67 and a half.
Mm.
He's 62.
I haven't had. Well, I take it back. I was craving actual sweets about a week ago, and I broke down and got a donut, but I hadn't had a donut.
What kind of donut?
Apple fritter.
From where? Oh, that's not a
Oh.
donut.
But I broke down and got one, but I hadn't had one a donut since Punchki Day. So since February.
It is 0.67 miles, 2/3 of a mile from your house to Donut Castle.
It's driving Becca nuts because since I've been really cracking down on my weight, I had got rid of every single sweet in the house. I dumped all the Oreos. I dumped any cookie, and she's like, "This is crazy. No, not having any sweets in the house." I'm like, if I can't eat the fat-free or the sugar-free because it just makes me want to go get the real thing, and it just, if I see it, I can't just go grab one. Now chips, I can handle chips. I can grab a few and walk away. But as far as sweets, nope.
Well, it's funny that you brought that up because
Yeah, fuck you, by the way, Becca and Tommy. Is that what you're bringing up?
Are you going to talk
No.
about the Ruffles?
Yeah.
I contacted them. I said,
They're
hey,
discontinued.
yeah, they're discontinued.
I almost bought a $12 bag on eBay. You fucking bring me crumbs of the best chip I've ever had in my life.
I even said we have a podcast and we reviewed them, and we all said this is one of the best chips we've ever had. And they're like, we're sorry, they're a limited edition. This is their response back. We're sorry, they were a very limited edition run, and we had to make room for our new flavors out there.
Which the new big one is Flamin' Hot Cheddar and
And
sour
that's what I was
cream.
gonna say.
And I'm
I
like,
went
that's
to
not-
the store
not
because
good.
I've been looking for them, seeing if I can find, a bag, and it infuriated me because I seen Flamin' Hot Cheddar.
Flamin' Hot this, Flamin'
Flame.
Hot that.
There was 4 or 5 different flaming hot variations out there, and I'm like, you got 5 flaming hot variations, but you couldn't keep the honey habanero.
And it was so limited that, like, I found Reddit threads 57 days ago when we did the pod of people saying, like, have you tried these? Have you tried? And they're like, no, I haven't even fucking seen them. Like, it was out for a month. And
I was going to say, it seemed like it only ran for like a 30-day run.
Well, I did find a site because I also did some homework.
Yeah.
I was looking.
I've searched at least 3 nights.
Yeah, I found a place that had them. That's a little size bag that you brought over
Yeah.
here. The place wanted $6.50 a bag and like $15 to ship them, and you had to buy, I think, 12.
Okay.
So it's like, do I want them?
Yeah.
Yes. Am I going to pay that kind of money for that tiny little snack size bag? No.
Safeway in California has them, and they'll deliver them to you, but they only deliver in California.
Oh, I did find another. That might have been the place I looked at too. That shipping to Michigan was not an option.
See, I found places that said they were online that were in different states, like Food Lion had them online or something like. And I called them, like, you have these? They're like, no. I'm like, I would have called and found a clerk and be like, listen, buy them, ship them to me, and I will send you $50 extra.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck you guys.
I know.
Literally, you the right word is blue-balled me from the, and I'm not a chip guy.
No.
I'm not a chip guy at all.
Becca's not even a spicy person, but she fell in love with those chips.
Oh, you gave her some?
Yeah. Oh. Well, you see that bag that it was open because I tried to
I saw. You said you tried them. You didn't say anything about Becca.
Oh yeah, I'm like, Becca, you gotta try these, and she's like, ooh, those are spicy, but I really like them.
So we introduced her to some of the best rangoons in the world. Would she have liked it if I came and ate half of hers? Okay.
You do realize that you gave away half of Michigan's supply.
They're like, that might have been. You could have probably eBayed those for $100 in a week,
and I didn't even know it. Didn't even know it.
Oh man! Although, you know, I did find and I don't see them anymore. Those Funyuns I had were pretty damn good too. Not on the same level, but
I did pick up another bag for us to try. It's, I don't know if you guys have tried them. Fritos. You know, we were talking about how the honey bunny barbecue Fritos. They're con queso.
Yeah, I've had them.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like I'm not even joking. I've thought about fucking ruffle cutting a potato and deep frying it in like a chili oil made with habanero, and then putting some Mike's Hot Honey in the batch. Like, I've thought about trying to make my own.
Yeah, I will say they were fantastic. And they sent me coupons in the mail. I just got them today for a free bag of chips. A big bag of chips. It's like up to a $6 value because I emailed them to complain that the honey habaneros were no longer.
So you get a snack size?
No. Well, yeah, for the pricing. And then they send me a 15% code for my order at snacks.com, 15% off online.
They own snacks.com. Okay. Because that's one of the things that keeps popping up when I'm searching for them.
Yeah.
But then there's nothing there.
Yeah.
I even searched DoorDash. I searched
I did
Google Shopping.
Instacart. I was up for...
I just typed in honey habanero ruffles in Google Shopping, and it doesn't come up with anything. It's like 3 places that are out of stock, and then the rest is like hot honey and shit like that.
Yeah, I even went to the place where I got the first, because it was a 7-Eleven at 25 in Van Dyke, I believe. I went there and I was going through all the bags. I'm like, oh, come on, there's got to be one bag that's still here.
Well,
Couldn't find them.
They even, when I was searching, even Amazon came up that they had them. And I was like, oh shit, we're going to order a bunch.
Yeah.
And then when you go to buy them, there's no option to purchase.
Yep. So
they definitely need to bring them back.
Oh, yeah. And I want to, like, try to find a Reddit group or, like, a TikTok group or something. So when they do come live, I know that they're here. So I can be that dick that buys them up.
Here, $12.99 for a family size bag, free delivery on eBay. That's the only place I can find them. And I'm almost tempted to buy a $13 bag of fucking chips off of eBay.
Anybody who's listening, start sending emails to Lay's.
Yes.
And get them brought back.
You know
the
what?
Honey habanero ruffles.
There is one man. His name is LA Beast. and he single-handedly rallied the troops to bring back Crystal Pepsi. It was a stupid thing to bring back.
Yeah.
Because Crystal Pepsi is not good.
That was that clear one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
But he single-handedly used his YouTube platform and rallied the troops, and they brought it back specifically for LA Beast. It all started because he chugged and puked a 35-year-old one. So if I have to, eat some old rotten chips to bring him back, I will. I've dealt with diarrhea a lot in my past week. I'll handle it again. So, anyway.
Yeah.
A lot about one bag of chips there.
I know.
2 weeks in a row.
It was good. We went from that crappy one that we tried.
Oh, that was bacon cheddar or something.
Bacon cheddar that won.
The fact that your wife liked that should have been enough to not give her our chips.
Well, I tried them, and I'm like, oh, man. Okay, you got to try these. These are way better.
Man, all I did was talk to the wife about those and kept telling her I'm buying them. We're going to get them because she's a spice person.
Yeah.
And now I can't get them.
I will tell you this. She did do her due diligence. She's like, I feel so bad. She's been going to Target. She's been going every gas station, any liquor store, looking for bags to get them for you guys.
All right.
So
2 more weeks before I send you a divorce lawyer.
Well, now that I know you've been sick, and do you go to the movie, Chef?
Not that often anymore, but I still go occasionally.
I didn't know if you guys went and seen the Superman movie.
No.
Because I went and seen it opening day, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
See, I've talked to 2 people, and I had 2 different opinions. One didn't like it, and one thought it was great.
I have a huge issue with Superman as a superhero.
Can I ask what the issue is?
First of all, is he's morally perfect,
Okay.
and then second of all is like he has every fucking superpower you can imagine. Like the only thing he can't do is mind read and mind control. Like, I'm sorry, it's just a boring fucking character to me.
Okay. That's fair. I thought the movie was pretty good. I won't go too much into it, especially you guys haven't seen it. There was, I'm not going to say it was a perfect movie because it definitely wasn't. But if I had one con that I can think off the top of my head, and I even mentioned it in one of my Facebook posts or somebody I was talking to, was I wish there was a little bit more Clark Kent. I know the movie's called Superman, but when he was in his Clark Kent character, he was really good, and I wish there was a little bit more of that. But I definitely see it again, and I can understand why it's the biggest movie in the world currently, and probably Fantastic Four in a week or so is going to probably topple it, but I enjoyed it, and I thought it was...
This isn't an ass that means hope on my world. Kal-El, no!
Well, none of that is in this movie, and
I know.
I know. I get it.
You had on the stupid shit like that, and then the fucking terrible acting from that hot Israeli bitch, and I don't remember her name right now.
I'm drawing a blank too.
It has a G in it, I think.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Listen, she's attractive, but she's a terrible Wonder Woman. And then the guy that plays the Flash, terrible.
He's a terrible person.
Yeah. Is that and I hate to say it, but like I've given up on DC, so I don't even watch the movies, so I don't know anything about him. Is that the Barry Allen Flash in these ones? Okay. So not even the good Flash.
Yeah.
Wally West is the good Flash.
And I'm sure they're going to... I don't know where they're going with this new... But I guess Peacemaker with his TV show probably going to tie into this new universe. I'm James Gunn doing it. I hope it's going to be different. I'll just put it that way. Ooh.
Nice
Slamming my hand on the table.
I
hope it's going to be different.
The hope of DC reinventing themselves has happened, 9 times in the past 15 years?
Yeah.
Nah. I don't see it happening. I can't get behind it anymore.
Yeah.
The closest that DC has ever come to making perfect movies is the Dark Knight trilogy, and even then, only 2/3 of it was good, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bane was a good character, but it wasn't.
But they ruined him.
I was gonna say, but they ruined, like Tom Hardy as Bane great actor, but the movie wasn't that great.
Like, I preferred Bane in the 1990s Batman. You know, when he's just the big fucking poison guy with poison ivy on his side.
Yep.
And I mean, that's at least comic book.
I was going to say that it was more comic book, a representation of him with the Venom and stuff, but I get what you're saying. But
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, you had in Justice League and everyone's like, oh my god, finally a team up like that, and that sucked. And then they brought out the Injustice League or something like, I don't fucking remember.
It was the Suicide Squad.
Sorry.
I know.
Suicide Squad and The Suicide Squad came out like 2 years apart, and half the characters are the same actors.
But there again, it was James Gunn who did The Suicide Squad, and let's say the first one was like a 3. The Suicide Squad, I maybe give a 6,
I think
7.
that might be the last DC movie I watched. And I was actually disappointed that they did Polka Dot Man so wrong. The dude is actually a fucking OG character.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when it comes to superheroes, here's what they can't fuck up. They're remaking The Toxic Avenger.
Okay. I was going to ask you, had you seen the trailer?
No, I don't watch trailers.
That's right. Okay.
I like to be surprised.
Do you know who is at least playing the Toxic Avenger?
Nope. You can give it away. I don't care about that.
Peter Dinklage.
Really?
Yes.
I could see it. You know, they're going to have to probably do a little bit of movie magic to make him sizable.
Uh-huh.
But then again, he played a dwarf in, you know, Endgame, and that was fine.
And I believe it's the same company who did the Terrifier.
Okay. And I believe the original writer, who's from Michigan, is involved too. So
Okay.
I'm excited about the Toxic Avenger. I liked that movie. It's corny as fuck and campy, but I've always loved it.
See,
My dad showed it to me when I was a kid.
I
so-
never knew about the Toxic Avenger, but then there was a TV show, I think it ran 1 or 2 seasons, called The Toxic Crusaders.
Yep.
It was a cartoon. I watched that. Then a couple of years later found out about the movie, and I probably watched it when I was like 13 or 14.
Just don't watch them all. They get progressively worse.
And found out about that after watching that as a kid.
You know what's a complete fever dream of a fucking movie? Forgot all about this. But it was big enough at least that they made a goddamn video game about it. And the video game was one of my favorites. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I love that TV show.
It's a
movie.
cartoon.
Oh, I know, but
didn't
I
know
love
it
the.
was it's a show too?
It was a cartoon show.
Didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I played the video game and loved the movie as a kid. And like that is a fever dream of a fucking thing.
Yeah.
It was also the dumbest ever.
I mean, that's what horror movies were back then, though.
It's a terrible movie, but I enjoy watching some of those stupid
Horror movies I started out with, I think maybe in the silent movie era and into like the 40s and 50s, as practical effects that convinced people, because they're not used to movies, how cool and amazing and real this feels. And then it went from that into like the late 50s and 60s and maybe even early 70s, where horror movies took that turn of, let's see how ridiculous and corny this can be. And then in the 70s, you started hitting bangers again.
Yeah, because I think I would go to like Family Video when I was younger and like get the 2-for-1 movies.
Yeah.
And I think I got the Killer Tomato movie, and I think the movie Piranha. I think it was from the 80s. And that was,
That's another really,
I know,
really bad movie.
Yeah.
But to your point, I mean, look at things like The Blob.
It's an amazing movie, though.
Here's a blob that moves at 1/4 mile an hour, but yet it still manages to catch the whole fucking town and kill them.
Well, that's Jason and...
It grows and gets, when it grows, it moves a little quicker when it eats people. But didn't it started in a movie theater, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of horror movies, new one that came out that is very critically acclaimed, but it spent very little time in movie theaters. Have any of you watched Bring Her Back yet?
No, but I seen it on your Plex, and I did not know anything about it.
Be prepared.
Okay.
It is not scary. It is psychologically just...
Twisted?
It makes you feel a certain dread.
Okay.
It is a dark fucking movie. And Something when it comes to movies that I pay attention to, I don't feel a lot of people do, is the Foley artist. So the person that does the sound effects. They nailed it to even those people that want to look away at these scenes when you see something happening. You look away, the sounds will... I got goosebumps because
Just
of one
thinking
scene
about
of
it,
this. I'm not going to give away what it is, but it's like the first real visual thing in that movie where the little boy is doing something.
What's it called? Bring Her Back?
Bring Her Back. Don't watch it with Denise. But pay attention when the cantaloupe comes out. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the cantaloupe.
But that's the scene
that's
you're
your
talking.
trigger.
Okay. Because I seen it on your Plex, and I'm like, what is this? So I looked up the trailer, and then
it's by the guys that did Take Her Back.
Yeah,
or Talk to Me, sorry.
Talk to Me. And I'm like, Talk to Me, I haven't seen that, but I think that's about
you haven't seen that yet either?
And I'm like, I think that's about the withered hand, Becca. She's like, the withered hand? And I said, yeah, it's like a hand that if you touch it, you can... Some spirit... And I showed her the trailer. She's like, ooh, that looks good. I'm like, okay, so... Sometime this week, we got to watch that one, and then we'll watch that one, you know.
So, yeah, definitely watch Talk to Me first. They're not related, but they're by the same brothers. I believe they're brothers. Talk to Me is a fun... It starts out really fun. It starts out with a good fucking...
Premise.
The visual, the just how it sets up is done very well. And then it goes right into just a fun fucking movie, and then it takes that dark turn.
Yeah.
That is not what Bring Her Back is. Bring Her Back is dark from the fucking beginning.
Okay.
So you have two very different movies, but these guys are, if they continue down this path, are going to win awards for horror movies. And I'm not talking, Key and Peele, Jordan Peele fucking style,
like Get Out and stuff. Yeah.
You know what? Get Out was okay, and then Us was, in my opinion, terrible. And he's winning awards, and I feel like it was. I'm not going to say it on the podcast. But he didn't deserve the awards. These guys do. Have you guys seen? It was Hereditary and Midsommar.
Haven't seen Midsommar. Seen Hereditary.
So. Imagine that style of dread in a movie, but darker and better done. So stylistically, I think that's as close as you're going to get to another modern day movie.
Okay.
But yeah, excellent. Definitely watch it. Be prepared. I would not eat while you're watching it if you have any amount of squeamishness.
Okay.
I don't. I was eating while I watched it. So.
No, I wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah.
What's the last time you went to the movies, Dad?
God. It's probably been at least a year. God, what was the last thing we seen? Would have been a Denise flick, so probably something I slept through.
Been a year already?
It's probably been a year.
Jeez.
I'm going to see Jurassic Park Rebirth, not because I really want to see it, but my nephew's been asking me to take him to go see it, so he's 10. So
I wanted to go see Final Destination, but didn't make it. Have you seen it?
Nope, but that's another movie that I seen that's been uploaded to his Plex, and I'm like, Becca, we have some movies to hanker down and watch, but we finished From, so now it's movie time.
Yeah, I still love going to the movies, especially around here. You have your $5 ticket Tuesdays, free popcorn, all the good stuff.
I think that's one of the reasons that I probably shouldn't go to the movies as often, is because I am a movie theater popcorn fanatic. I go in there, I upsize it to the large, and I guarantee you when I leave, I refill it again. I will take the bag home. I just love my popcorn. And there's nothing like movie popcorn. You can make it at home. It's good,
Yeah.
but it's not movie popcorn. It's just something about going to movies, and I take
like fake
my own
butter.
salt too.
But I've told you why, and I've even I think sent you the link to the stuff that they use. It's in an old style paper milk carton, and I think it starts with a P. It's like called like I don't even remember what it's called, but it's it's like Flavanol or something like that, which is what they use to make it taste like that. That's what you got to cook it with.
It's so good. I don't even get anything else. Does anybody get anything besides popcorn at the movies? I mean, besides a drink. I mean, like candy and stuff like that.
Not typically candy.
Soft pretzels and cheese.
I was about to say, if I go to MJR, I love their pretzel bites, and I get the cheese.
See, I've never tried. I have tried the nachos.
Yeah.
But that cheese is garbage, but tastes good.
Yeah. If I go to MJR, I do like their little pretzel bites, but
I'll have to try them. I've never
Yeah.
tried them there.
I do like those. But anywhere else, it's usually I just get a drink. But Becca likes popcorn, so every once in a while I'll break down and get the popcorn. So for like Superman, I broke down and got popcorn. So
Love me some popcorn.
Shelby likes popcorn, so I'll usually she'll get a large popcorn, and I'll get the little tray and pour some out, and it'll give me a few handfuls. But that's all I do. Yeah.
yeah.
Do any of them carry that seasonings that you can put on there?
MDR does.
I think they
I
all
was
got.
gonna say MJR.
You can buy the little cheese or ranch or all that kind of stuff.
They
But
used
then
to just have the big containers on the
They used to.
counters,
Now
and you
they
just
sell the
bring
little
them.
ones.
Oh, you got to buy it now?
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
$6 for like 1 ounce of it.
Fuck that. You get free popcorn and put $6 seasoning on it.
So we're actually while we're on the topic of movies, I have this written down. I'm curious what you guys think about what yours would be. What is the most rewatchable movie for you? What is the movie you've watched the most or can always watch no matter how many times you see it? You're not tired of it. If you're bored, you need background noise. If you're trying to sleep, you need background noise. Like,
The first movie that comes to mind when you say that, and I probably have more than this, but Rudy is one of them.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
I love the movie Rudy.
Yeah, my first concert was Sha Na Na, and I went home and watched Rudy. Why is he here?
Out of all the movies, that would not have been the one I picked.
It's
No.
one of my go-tos.
Okay.
If it's on, I watch it.
I'm trying to think of something to compare that's just as bad, and I can't think of anything. What movie do you watch to the over and over? Beautician the Beast?
I was supposed to say The Color Purple.
Color Purple.
The Color Purple done with white people?
Pass.
Oh, you brought up Whoopi, so...
No, pass.
Probably Tommy Boy. I love that movie.
I knew you were going with that.
It's one of my favorite movies. I love and anything with Chris Farley. Actually, anything from like the '90s comedy, whether it be like a Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Black Sheep, Tommy Boy, anything from like the funny SNL, like Dirty Work. I love all those.
Pootie Tang.
Half Baked.
I see. With this question on myself, I'm gonna go with probably a '90s Jim Carrey movie. So
Like
I'm
something
in
like
that
that.
era.
Yeah.
when it comes to the '90s comedy tropes, 90s comedy troops, what are you going for? Are you going for the SNL cast, Chris Farley, David Spade, Mike Myers, those kind of guys? Are you going for the frat pack, the Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller? Or are you going, what are you going with? Like, what are the Adam Sandler crew? I mean...
You know what? It's really hard to go with, like, the Farley and Spade because they only did 2 movies.
I mean, I'm not talking about... I'm talking the SNL, like, movies in general. Because then you open up to your Austin Powers and your
I would probably go the SNL
Wayne's
because
World.
I grew up on the SNL and yeah, probably
Yeah, I like the SNL.
because I know the Sandler movies kind of went downhill.
Nowadays they have it, and honestly, if I'm being 100% critical and honest, the Adam Sandler movies, when you go back and watch them, the older you get, the more you realize these are just stupid fucking movies. It's just I love them growing up.
Yeah.
But if I watched them for the first time as a 40-year-old man, if I didn't grow up in the 90s and like that style of humor, I can see why people don't like him.
I watched Mr. Deeds probably a year or two ago, and I'm like, this movie is not as good as I remember.
See, I love Mr. Deeds. It's one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies.
But I'm just saying, it wasn't as good as I remember.
Yeah.
Big Daddy, same thing.
I think Big Daddy, the first time you watched it, was good.
Yeah.
But the
Hooters.
second time, no.
I still like hip hop. Hip Hop Anonymous? Why does he always get the easy ones? I still love that line in the movie.
His teeth were made of wool. Wood. I get D and L mixed up. You know, it's funny, though. I don't know. Did I bring it up yet about my fucking delivery driver? Yeah, I'm basically Adam Sandler from Big Daddy because I am making friends with my delivery driver. Because
You DoorDash everything.
no, it's not even DoorDash. It's 7-Eleven delivery. So, and it's fucking across the street. But
I was just saying.
7-Eleven throws so many fucking killer deals at you when you have the membership.
Uh-huh.
And they gave me like a 3-month membership for half off or something like that. So you get a free Slurpee. You get a free Slurpee every time you make an order.
Okay.
So free 30-ounce Slurpee. Delivery is free. And then I sent it to my dad because it's like a killer deal, but they'll offer you like $20 off of a $30 order.
Wow.
So I get like, and you can get cigarettes, which is my main reason for using it. Because, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't feel like fucking leaving, but I'm out of cigarettes. So I get cigarettes, a candy bar, and a Slurpee for like the price of a pack of cigarettes. And there's a guy that lives around here, and he must just always have the Skip Card app open because it's the same fucking guy every time. He's like, hey, how you doing, man? He sounds like you, kind of. But, you know, every time he's
Nobody
here,
sounds like me.
we say, you really? There's a whole band that made their fame on that. It's called ZZ Top. But anyway, so yeah, same fucking guy every time. So he's delivered to me like 20 fucking times. So we get to know each other. I know his kids. I met them last week. He brought them over. We played the pool.
Well, it definitely isn't that old man that showed up that one night.
No, but he's the other one. Those are the only 2 delivery drivers I've ever had from this app. One works until like 11, and I swear they have an agreement that the other one works from 11 on.
Yeah.
Because if I order late, it's the old man that's grumpy.
First
He was
time,
so mad because that party was going on.
one day he came here, he couldn't figure out how to take a fucking picture with his phone.
I mean, he's 85 years old delivering the 7-Eleven.
He's trying to take pictures of that license.
It was so funny. Poor guy. Someday that'll be me.
So if you went outside of Chris Farley,
Okay.
what's your favorite SNL skit turned movie?
Ooh, favorite SNL skit turned movie. The Ladies' Man wasn't a good movie.
No, it wasn't.
Its Pat was terrible. Superstar was probably the best movie, I'm thinking, out of a SNL
Was that
skit.
the one with the...
Yeah,
Okay,
Mary
yeah.
Catherine Gallagher.
Wayne's World,
Wayne
Blues Brothers,
Blues Brothers is great. They're on
Night
a
at the
mission from God.
Roxbury.
Thanks for bringing up those. I love Night at the Roxbury.
McGruber, Coneheads.
Dude, why did my brain not even... Okay, so Wayne's World is probably the best, but Night at the Roxbury, oh man, either that or Blues Brothers. Because Blues Brothers is really good. I'd have to go Wayne's World probably.
I'd go Blues Brothers.
Well, yeah, you're old as shit.
Blues Brothers is really good though.
Blues Brothers 2000 sucked though. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
That was dumb, but I mean...
I gotta go with Wayne's World personally. I love Wayne's World. That is a rewatchable movie for me, and I actually like Wayne's World 2 as well. One of the few comedy sequels that I enjoy.
Oh yeah. Where they're doing Wayne Stock
Wayne
with
Stock.
Aerosmith and yeah.
And so they go to the radio station to promote Wayne Stock, and they're like they're looking for Handsome Dan, and they walk in and it's that good looking dude, and they're like, you must be Handsome Dan. He's like, no, I'm Mr. Scream. Hey! And then the fucking little greasy fucking ugly dude comes out. He's like, hi, I'm Handsome Dan, and he reminds me and even looks a little bit like Meltdown, one of our local fucking WRIF DJs. He's just this short, greasy, kind of ugly dude. And I'm like, that's Handsome Dan.
Was it? I think it's the first one where they go to the gas station and gas station attendants like giving a story, and they cut and bring in Charlton. Charles Heston to tell the story.
Can we really only do this, man? They bring in.
To give the monologue.
That was. Yeah, I had a dog, or I used to date someone on that street.
And then they have I can't think of his name right now, but from T2, that Terminator. I can't think of Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
Pulls him over.
You know, and speaking of him, if this is who I'm thinking of, let me look it up real quick.
Okay.
But while I do, I did make a mistake. I said non-Chris Farley movie, and then I fucking say Wayne's World. He's in
it. He's the roadie or
security guard.
guard.
Yeah, that is the guy I was thinking of. I just watched this movie for the first time, The Faculty.
That's a pretty decent movie.
That was a fun movie.
Yeah.
And he's the coach, they think he's like the queen parasite. That was a fun movie.
You ever seen The Faculty?
No, I'm trying to replace it. I don't remember seeing it.
It's with Joshua Jackson. They basically think all their teachers are either aliens or parasites.
Late 90s movie, and the teachers of a school start getting basically taken over by an alien parasite. And those infect other people, and like the whole school ends up turning, and they're trying to figure it out. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, not too bad.
Can't place it.
Yeah. I love dumb. I won't say dumb movies, but I like movies like that.
I watched The Faculty. I put it on, and the guy that is making the drugs in it, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shelby goes, "Oh, I had a crush on him growing up," and I just fucking stared at her. And he's got a fucking 90s kid bowl cut, and I'm like, Shelby, you see pictures of me from then and look at my friends and go, who let you make your hair a bowl cut? And I go, Shelby, look at the man you just said you had a crush on.
Yeah.
Bowl cut. And she just, every time I say it, I'm like, Shelby, look. And she goes, she just laughs. Yeah. She just laughs. I'm like, fuck you, Shelby. You wouldn't have given me the time of day in high school, but I got you now.
Yeah. Another movie around that time, maybe around that time that was kind of goofy, was Idle Hands.
Idle Hands is great. Devin Sawa?
Yeah.
Another guy that Shelby has a crush on.
Yeah.
All because of Casper.
Because of Casper.
I'm like, he was in the movie for fucking 7 seconds and he got hit by a car. Deservedly so. He moves on to fucking get killed on a plane in a premonition.
It was Becca. Becca talks about Devin Sawa because of Casper.
I don't get it. He's a skinny, fucking weird, twerpy looking dude. You know what? I don't ick someone's yum, right? I guess that's the only way I can say it. But I guess that leads me to this question: who is someone that is very unconventionally attractive that you think is irresistible?
Irresistible. Shoot.
Yeah, I get that. Might be a strong
I know
word.
that might be a stretch.
But who's a celebrity that you go, damn, I'd want that, but they aren't. I'm not talking Barbara Streisand.
Yeah,
but
I know. I always liked Kelly Clarkson. I always grew up liking Kelly Clarkson.
She's a pretty girl. We've been over this.
I know. Trying to think. Not to you, but to a lot of people. Rhea Ripley, you don't think she's? I think she's got sex appeal. I was talking to Becca after that podcast. I said I don't think she's, as far as her looks, is quote unquote hot, but I think she's got sex appeal. So I mean, she's unconventional looking. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Far as someone who is typically not nice looking, but I have a crush on.
See, mine is going to be the little mousy, elfy looking girl from Garfunkel and Oates.
Yeah.
But I think I've talked about that before,
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I don't know why.
It just.
Shania Twain.
Yeah, that's so unconventional.
Now, see, I prefer Faith Hill over Shania Twain.
Again, wrong, but
That's personally me.
yeah, you're allowed your opinion. Just know you're wrong and I hate you. Shania Twain looks great now. She's doing a residency in Vegas, I believe.
Wow.
I believe her residency is still currently going on.
I think
over
so.
there.
It's pretty recent. It started this year. And she looked great for her age.
I typically like redheads. So, like, I've even mentioned this one before. I like Becky Lynch from wrestling. I think she's hot.
You know, it brings up, I said Shania Twain, good looking for her age. I make this argument every time I get into this topic. Everyone raves about Jen Aniston and being a 50-something-year-old woman and how good looking she is. You know who doesn't get enough love in that same breath? Is Leslie Mann.
You're right, because that never would have crossed my mind. But I do.
She's like a year apart. And I think Leslie Mann is an attractive girl, and I think she's funny. And she's married to Judd Apatow, and her kids are gorgeous, Iris and Maud.
In the movie, I think it was the movie 17 again. It's a movie where Matt Perry and I think it was Zac Efron. They switch places. I think it's a Disney movie. I can't remember, but I think
that's not the plot of 100 movies.
I know it's almost like Freaky Friday in a weird way. But anyways, she is the wife or ex-wife of Matthew Perry, and they switch places, and she starts almost kind of flirting with Zac Efron, like, "Oh my God, you look like my high school, what my husband or ex-husband used to look like when he was younger." Blah 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 blah. I thought she was really cute in that movie, but she's cute in a lot of movies. This is 40.
The Cable Guy.
There you go.
It goes back a long way. She's a good-looking woman.
Mm-hmm. But that one never even crossed my mind.
Yeah.
That's a good pull.
You mentioned Freaky Friday. Jamie Lee.
Gross.
In her younger years?
Nope.
I think she was very, very sexy.
Jamie Lee Curtis has never been good-looking. I will stand on this fucking mountain. I don't care.
She has a nice set of tits, though.
Yeah, I got into this conversation with Shelby about, what's the hottest non-pornographic or sexy scene in a movie, and she brought up that movie where she's dancing. She's in
True Lies.
Yeah.
True Lies.
And she showed me, and I'm like, she just does nothing for me. And then a lot of people talk about that one with John Travolta, where she's in like the fucking fitness class. Again, I just don't find her attractive at all.
In True Lies, I think what even made it more sexy was the fact that she was trying to be so awkward while she was dancing. I mean, I love that scene.
I like that movie. I thought the movie was good.
I love the movie.
The movie's awful. She's not attractive. Y'all are fucking weird.
That movie's great.
Yeah, he's been sick. He's still sick.
No, y'all are sick.
I love all those stupid 90s, early 2000 Schwarzenegger movies.
Schwarzenegger movies are terrible in general.
But that's what makes them so good.
No, that's the opposite of what makes something good. Being bad isn't good.
So you didn't like any of those?
You didn't like Commando?
No.
You didn't like Commando Collateral Damage?
No.
True Lies.
No, the movie I like most of his is The Predator because he barely fucking talks.
He can barely talk. What's your point?
That is the point.
And
he'd still be a better fucking president. I'm not going to get into this.
T2 is one of the greatest action movies of all time.
I can handle that movie because, again, how much does he fucking talk in it? If Arnold Schwarzenegger's movies all were the style of Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage, where literally not a single word is spoken in an hour and a half,
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Oh, Schwarzenegger's not a good actor. I'm sorry.
I never said he was a good actor.
His movies aren't good.
They're remaking The Running Man.
Sorry to hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd probably go see that.
It's with the guy who made starred in Twisters. I'm trying to think of his name right now.
You want an actor that I can tolerate that's a big musclehead dummy that can barely talk? You give me Sly Stallone.
He's the Italian version of Schwarzenegger.
Except he's brought out good stuff. Have you seen Tulsa?
No, King? I do want to watch Tulsa King, though. I want to
you gotta
watch that.
That is an amazing fucking show.
It's got to be getting close to bringing out the next season.
Season 3 won't come out for another 4 or 5 months.
Taylor Sheridan does that movie, or does that show, right?
I don't know. I'm bad with names.
How about Landman? Has anybody watched the series Landman?
No, but that's a Taylor Sheridan.
It's good.
He does some good stuff. Have you guys seen the movie Wind River? It's from...
No.
It's by Taylor Sheridan. It's got Jeremy Renner and Elizabeth Olsen.
I don't like Renner that much.
And Elizabeth Olsen.
You mean the Avengers?
Yeah, from yeah. It's got Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye in it. Taylor Sheridan either wrote or directed. He is basically works on an Indian reservation, getting rid of any predators that try to get rid of any of the let me restart. He eliminates any of the predators that attack the cattle. And there is you're gonna make me lose my train of thought. There was a girl who was murdered on the Indian reservation, and Elizabeth Olsen plays an FBI agent. Well, the Indian reservation doesn't get a lot of help, outside help from the local authorities. And oh my gosh, I almost lost my train. I almost did it.
Fucking can say authorities, can't say Arnold Palmer.
I know. I got authorities with no problem. And
Arnold Palmer is not easy.
You almost fucked it up.
You were hoping I would.
but I had never heard of the movie, and it came across, and it's basically like a revenge movie. Him trying to locate who raped and killed this girl. And I thought it was a pretty good movie. And then I found out it was Taylor Sheridan, who did Yellowstone, Mayor of Kingstown, Landman, and I thought he did Tulsa King. And
Yellowstone is another series that I really enjoyed.
Can't get into it.
everything that Taylor Sheridan seems to touch is really good.
He's got the Midas touch. I touch that check and it turns into gold. Yeah, that's so. I'm sorry, I'm cracking up making fun of you now.
I know that was hard to get through his little comments.
You know what it reminded me of when I was doing it? Have you seen Beer Fest?
Yes.
When he's trying to explain the bubble, he's like, the bubble. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. And then you throw Popo. You know, I unless you have anything else pressing, Tommy, I think it's about that time.
Is it already? Wow, we have been going pretty good. I have some quick. It's real quick.
Is it your sex story?
No, those go longer than I. Now that I've lost a lot of weight.
I didn't need the actual details. It was a joke.
I know you guys make fun of me because I watch WWE.
I don't make fun of you for it. I make fun of you for liking Rhea Ripley.
Well, on Saturday night, Seth Rollins, he landed awkward, and he's having an MRI today to find out if he messed up his knee. I don't know if it's a work or not, but I'm like, man, the way he landed was awkward. And I was going to bring up Tyrese Halliburton tearing his Achilles during the NBA Finals, but he ended up being sick, and so I'm like, oh, that's kind of outdated now. But I want to know, what is the worst sports injury that you ended up seeing live? Because I have a couple that came up to my... Because when Tyrese Halliburton went down, he grabbed his leg and he literally was just pounding the court, and I'm like, oh no. Because that was Game 7 of the finals.
When you say live, you're talking on TV, not physically there?
Yeah. Like, the three that I can remember right off the top was Anderson Silva. It was UFC, I believe, 168. He kicked Chris Weidman, and Chris Weidman checked his kick, and when Anderson Silva drew back, it was just swinging in the air, shattered his leg.
I mean, Aiden Hutchinson.
That was the third. It was almost the same way how his leg was just swinging. Aiden Hutchinson was on there, and
There was that one in the NFL a couple years ago where the guy's heart stopped right on the field.
Darvin Ham.
Yeah.
Um,
Personally, and again, like I said, I don't make fun of you for wrestling because I used to be a fan.
Yeah.
I had the pay-per-view when I was a kid when Owen Hart died.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember the Owen Hart.
There was
a lion that
99.
broke his neck. There was a lion that broke his
Mike
neck.
Utley.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one that comes to mind.
Wow, that was a pull.
I'm a lot older than you guys.
No, but I'm
this.
the name. I can't believe I pulled that name.
You know, fun story about lions and injuries. My elementary school teacher was a Detroit Lion, and he actually retired because of a career-ending injury. Keith Karpinski. He only played for 2 seasons, I believe.
Huh.
And claim to fame, I was in he spoke my 5th grade graduation about me specifically and how I whooped his ass in chess as a 5th grader. And he's like, I used to think I was a good chess player. And Freshny comes out here and destroys me in 6 seconds. So, a former Detroit Lion.
That's cool. And
somebody taught him how to play.
yeah.
It surely wasn't you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one that I haven't watched that I've seen now that it was really gruesome was Kevin Ware, played for Louisville, and his leg it was a devastating, gruesome injury. That one you probably can look up on YouTube. It may not even be on YouTube. You can just Google it. His leg injury when he played for Louisville playing basketball, that was a nasty leg injury. It just exploded. But yeah, that Seth Rollins injury made me brought to mind how I was going to bring up the other injury story a couple weeks ago.
I saw Caitlyn Jenner hurt her balls. Sorry, I had to.
But,
Owen Hart's got to be like that's easily number one.
Yeah.
That was traumatizing as a kid because I loved Owen Hart. I mean, all the Hart family, realistically.
I was going to say the whole Hart family.
There's a lot, when you really tear into it, there's a lot of wrestling families that go a lot deeper than you'd ever imagine. Because, you'll have people in wrestling families, and I'm sure you know more than anyone, because you're a bigger fan than me, but some of these wrestling families, they're like, I don't even want to be affiliated. I want to make it on my own merit, and they change their names. But then that starts a whole new line of fucking wrestling families.
Yeah. I mean, right now, one that's really big right now, his name is Braun Breaker, but he's Steiner's son.
Which one? Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner?
I think he's Rick Steiner's son. But his name is Braun.
Aren't they from Michigan?
Yep.
Yeah, they're Ann Arbor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or yeah. Scott Steiner.
Dog-faced gremlin.
That was Big Papa Pump.
That's Scott, Big Papa Pump.
He had the biggest biceps in the world, is what he claimed. I always love those claims to fame, and then you look them up and fact check them. But Mark Henry was actually a winner of the World's Strongest Man.
Yeah,
so that's a strong motherfucker. Feats of feet. Now we got great strength of feet. Seeing Goldberg pick up and slam the Big Show, that was incredible.
He actually on Saturday night wrestled his last match. They did his retirement.
Goldberg?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's probably time.
Not only has he been wrestling for 30 years, but from what I understand, he's one of the worst technical wrestlers there is. He's a brawler.
He leading up to the fight, I think it was last Monday or whatever. He swung on Gunther, whoever he's facing. He looked winded just doing a little 10-second brawl. It's like how are you gonna even do this match?
He played. Was it college ball or was he professional? Didn't he play for the Texans or?
I thought it was the Raiders. It might have been the Raiders. Bill Goldberg.
I know
he was in the movie The Longest Yard, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Along with Kevin Nash and a couple others. I don't know why.
The remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned it.
Sorry, not Burt Reynolds one.
It's like, wait a minute.
Burt Reynolds is in both.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So you can't even say the Burt Reynolds one.
Not the 1940s one.
Fuck off, Tommy.
God, I have to look it up. I don't know why I feel like it was the Texans or Oilers that Goldberg played. There's a lot of wrestlers that actually played, ball though.
Roman Reigns.
There's quite a few that played football.
I think he played.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if he actually played football. He played football. I just don't know if he made it to the pros.
Rams. He played for the Rams and the Falcons and the Panthers.
Wow, I was way off. No Raiders.
Well, he had an R.
But, okay. Yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, I was going to be really quick about the injuries.
So I just wanted to bring up before we get into it, because we'll just discuss this right on the air.
Okay.
I'm willing to forego Nuggets for 2 reasons.
Okay.
1, Fridge ain't here, and he'll be sad.
Okay. 2,
my stomach's not 100%. I'm not going to give Nugs their fair shot today.
Okay.
I am very far from hungry. I'm still feeling a little So I do have a few snacks inside that we can taste test.
Okay.
And I'd vote for Nuggets next pod.
I mean, this is even up to you. I mean, we have been going for about an hour and 40 minutes. Do you even want to do a review? You want to take a...
Yeah, I got a couple small snacks we can try.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can take a break and do a snack review.
All right, quick break, and we'll be right back with our review of our food of the week.
You love food, right? If you like food, big opinions, and crazy dudes with even bigger appetites, you're invited to be part of the family on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Join James, Fridge, and Tommy as they blind taste test the best and worst colas, barbecue sauce, peanut butters, everything, right down to those weird pickle-flavored snacks you see at the store, but you never buy because... We rank them, we review them, and we have a blast. And it's not just food. We talk movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever other madness is going on in the world. One thing's for sure, it's loud, fun, and funny. Come hang with us on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Find the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Podbean.
It helps if I unmute the microphone. Fastest hands in the West. So this week, I've had these for a few weeks now. First of all, I recently fell back in love with corn nuts. You guys ever have them?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I love corn nuts. These ones were on clearance, but I'm like, they sound good. They're tangy blaze flavor. So it looks like lime and chili pepper.
Okay.
Then jalapeno ranch chips. These are 7-Eleven's brand of Ruffles.
Okay.
I fucking love 7-Eleven brand anything. And I know you don't like ranch. So it's it's a double whammy of one of the best off-brand snack flavors with...
I almost hope we don't like them.
Limited time?
Yeah.
Limited time.
Don't worry.
We have a problem.
These are also limited editions, so... let's go ahead. We'll just tear right into these. The only corn nuts I don't like are the plain ones. Just the original flavor where it's basically just salted corn that's crunchy. Not a big fan.
I am not a fan of corn nuts either.
In general?
In general.
Well, let's see if you like these. Whoa. Whoa.
Hit you right out of the gate?
And
They are tangy as fuck. Okay. It's not spicy, but they are tangy. That lime comes right through. See, I love the after flavor. I love corn nuts.
Now these, I think if I was sitting down watching TV and wanted something to do for a snack, I think I could handle those.
Your mic's pointed down a little bit. As you chew them, the residual heat comes a little bit.
Yeah.
It builds.
It is lime right off the bat.
Yeah, very, very lime forward. Heat on the back end. And in between you get the corn flavor. That's a good solid corn nut.
Flavor-wise, I'm going to go with a 7. Texture-wise, still gives me a 3.
I love the texture of them. That's the thing. I'm going to give it an overall 7.7. It's not my favorite corn nut, but it is definitely top 5.
Well, I like the little bit of afterburn.
That's what I'm saying. It actually comes with a mild to moderate burn. I'm going to give it like a 3 or 4 out of the spice level. It's not bad, but if you don't like spice, you're going to think these are hot.
I don't think they're really hot, but that flavor is definitely lingering in the back of your throat.
Yeah, no, they're not hot for a seasoned person with spice levels. But what I'm saying is someone that doesn't like anything spicy, they'll think these are hot. These are mild to moderate at best.
Like I said,
Tommy's still thinking.
Yeah, he's debating.
I think I'm going to go with an 8 on these.
You like
because I'm looking at the serving size, and it's a third of a cup. And they do have a good kick on the end of them. And I can't see myself eating so many of these because of the spice. So it would keep me from not overeating these. And that's what's giving me that half point. Because I would go maybe a 7, 7.5. But these would keep me honest. Because if they weren't so hot, I could see me just grabbing a huge handful. But it'd keep me honest eating a third cup. Because I'm looking...
What was the calorie count for a third cup?
130 calories.
I knew it. They're all 130.
Wow.
Wow.
No sugar, and
They're
a couple of grams
they're
of
potato
protein.
chips made out of corn instead of potato.
Yeah.
That's all they are. And
Really crunchy.
I love the texture of corn nuts. And they have like 10 flavors out there on rotation. Now, these 7 Select jalapeno ranch flavored wavy potato chips. I like these.
Yeah.
They do have a decently strong ranch flavor, Tommy, so you might not, but you might. This should have been in our ranch wars, huh?
Well, I don't mind Cool Ranch chips. I'm trying to decide. I was talking to Becca. I don't mind the taste of ranch. I don't like ranch dressing.
So you don't like creamy things?
I think it's more. It might be that because I've tried like.
You don't like thick dairy,
Yeah.
unless it's ice cream. So 7-Eleven chips, they're Ruffle chips,
Whoa.
have a
The
fluffy.
smell.
They have like a fluffier texture.
Not good, is it? I didn't like the smell.
Whoa.
The 7-Eleven ruffled chips, though, the wavy chips, they're a little bit thicker and fluffier than a Ruffle. Am I wrong?
They're thicker and softer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that texture, though. It's a solid chip. I would give that.
Woo.
There's little to no jalapeno. There is a little, but very little.
I ain't getting no jalapeno.
They have, like I said, they have a moderate ranch flavor. I'm going to give those a solid 6.8. Edible, but not amazing.
I'm going to give it a 5. I might have gone a 6 if they didn't smell as bad as they do. But it's very pungent.
I smelled them too, but all I smelled was, to me, it smells like rotten ranch.
I wouldn't buy them.
I don't think I'd seek them out, but if someone had them, I'd snack on them.
I would not snack on these.
To be totally fair, though, I think they might have been better if I had those before the corn nuts, because I think that little bit of flavor and burn from that, even though I drank in between, was still there.
I can still feel the corn nut heat.
Yeah.
I got corn nut heat still in my.
You got corn nuts?
I got chocolate cake heat.
I don't like those.
Hey, I'm proud of you for at least giving them a second go when you say you don't like some.
I'll give it a 3.5. I mean, the texture is all right. I don't get any jalapeno on it. It's strong ranch flavoring. The smell is putrid. I did not like the smell at all.
Not everything that tastes good smells good, though. You
Yeah.
ever walk into a real cheese shop?
I ate
Smells like
3
a
of
porta
them.
potty.
I ate 3 of them to give it its fair shot. If they were being served and I did want a chip, I would want them to be dipped in something.
God, those cicadas
ranch?
come through a lot, don't they?
Yeah.
You want to dip it in
Oh,
ranch?
not dipped in ranch. Hopefully, it would be like a French onion.
Would you like some haluva?
Hopefully, some French onion or even ketchup at that point.
Ketchup?
Hey, a potato chip and a ketchup is not too bad.
The only time I'm ever dipping a chip in ketchup is if it's like a house-made kettle chip and it's just a plain chip. Mm-hmm. That's basically just what.
Or those the shoe fries or whatever. The shoestring fry. I think Van Camp. Or what is it? I can't think.
Who makes those?
Ore-Ida?
No.
Oh.
I wanted to say they were Camps, but that doesn't.
Well, I have this portable computer in front of me.
Oh, and by the way, another thing about the nugs that we're going to do, we have to either find more or we only have 4 places to get from. Taco Bell has no nugs anymore.
They've already taken them off the menu?
Yep, they're replaced by chicken tenders.
Huh.
So I looked today at several locations.
I thought the nugs were supposed to be forever.
Unless I'm,
missing them. Okay.
Chris Farley looking at the girder.
Yeah.
I couldn't find them.
Okay, where's Moron? Moron's here.
Better made.
Better made. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the chips.
Yeah,
that come in like a bucket.
The sticks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, potato sticks. Yeah. Better Made makes them, but that's not the only brand.
No, there's a bunch of them.
The other one came in, I want to say, a red colored tin.
I thought it was like Van Camp.
Well, there's one called Utz Original.
Are you thinking of Vandecamp's?
I think Van Camp.
So who makes hot fries?
Yeah. Is that?
I don't know if they might have made them, but
it might be Utz. That might be who it is.
I do like a Vandecamp hot fry though.
Well, that's Utz.
Okay.
And I don't remember seeing that.
No.
That's the one I'm talking about with the red can. That's the one I know. Other than the Better Made.
I don't think I've ever seen Utz brand around here.
I have. You know what? One quick thing, and I'd like to try it. We tried peanut butter. Did we try Detroit's peanut butter?
I don't think so.
I found it. It's coming back. I think, if I remember correctly, when I looked for it, it was discontinued. They brought it back or something like that.
Okay.
But the meat market right behind my house here sells it. And I'm having a mind blank at what brand it is. Velvet.
Okay.
So I want to try it.
Okay.
See how it is.
Hell, I don't think I've had Velvet since I was a kid.
Yeah, that checks, because peanut butter was invented in the 1800s.
Yeah, fuck off.
All right. So I think that takes us to the end of our weekly episode of Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. Thanks for joining us, Tommy and Jeff. I'm James.
I'm Tommy.
I'm Jeff.
Have a good one. We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
This has been Monday Night Meat and Potatoes. We have big opinions and even bigger appetites. Everyone loves food, but not like us. And everyone has an opinion, but not like us. Look, it's 3 foodies sitting around talking food, movies, sports, personal stories, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. And we have fun. We hope you did too. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hit us up on Facebook and Instagram at Monday Night Meat and Potatoes, on X and TikTok at Monday Night MP. See you next time on Monday Night Meat and Potatoes.